We back. And we back. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Ladies and gentlemen, let me just make sure everything is sounding nice and good. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. I think everything is sounding pretty beautiful so far. Check, 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 check. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. A little rusty at this. Haven't done this in a minute. Welcome to 2024. And I wanted to get 2024 right by starting off with a show. Yes, I'm at home. I'm off today. Um, and we are doing our thing. Shout out to the homie Emmanuel Zelda. You graduated. I'm proud of you, bro. I'm so proud of you. Nothing like seeing a young man doing his thing, graduating. Now you got to prepare for that NCLEX, bro. So just let me know when just email me, let me know, and tell me how your experience was, and we can talk about it. Shout out to Linda Empress. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Should be a good show. Can y'all hear me okay in the chat? If you can hear me in the chat, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, Tareen? You said you've been waiting on me to talk about this. What you been waiting on me to talk about? We got a couple different topics today. We got a couple different ones today. So, um, all right. My future wife says she hears me. All right, cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get it. Let's get it. Happy New Year, for all y'all out there. It's 2024. We are getting ready to do our thing, and we are about to get to this money. We are about to grind like we should grind, and we are about to accomplish every single goal that we want to lay out. Now, 2023 was a rough year. Shout out to South Africa in the building. Shout out to South Africa in the building. Do they got LPNs in South Africa? I'm sure they got nurses, but do they got LPNs in South Africa? Shout out to South Africa. What part? What part in South Africa? What country in South Africa you from? But shout out to South Africa in the building. I don't even want to pronounce your name right. You know, Cynthia. Let me see. Makosi. Shout out to Rain. I don't know if I want to do LPN or do my prerequisites for nursing. You was talking to me when you said wrong. The potential LPN phase out. Okay, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm happy to see y'all. I think I'm gonna try to start doing. Oh, you from Johannesburg? They got some cruises out there. I definitely want to get out to Johannesburg. Okay. So I'm really trying my best to do a live show like this from home weekly. Um, my goal is to shoot for Tuesdays. That seemed to be the most consistent day that I have off, but I have a 7-day stretch after this one. I have a 7-day stretch after this one, and y'all know what I'm on. I'm on straight grind mode right now. But Tuesday seems to be the most consistent day that I have off for the most part. But I will do my best with trying to let you all know in advance on when I'll be doing live shows. But what's wrong? My producer is it's not high enough. I tried it with that one. That that's not high enough to reach that. I don't think because I tried it with this one. But oh, shout out to Rayan. Hope I'm saying that right. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. Uh, shout out to shout out to Bria or Brea. I'm gonna post if y'all want to come on. Okay, hold on. Let me get some organization. Shout out, you just passed your NCLEX, and I'm officially LPN. It's been a long time coming. Listen, if y'all want to talk about y'all journey, what y'all went through, holla at me. Shoot me an email, cjcows90@gmail.com. So we are about to get into it, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to get into it. Yeah, look good. Shout out to my producer, Dee Dee, who just put the lights on, who gave me more lighting. Y'all say hi to my lady Dee Dee in the chat. She's helping put this thing together. Shout out to my dog Ji. Ji, we gonna do business. Shout out to Ji. Can't stay long, but glad you back live streaming. One of the hardest workers on YouTube. Y'all like the video, likes are free. I appreciate my dog. Thank you. So we about to get into it. We about to get into it. So y'all know how I talk to y'all about stacking your paper, ladies and gentlemen, and living above your means, not trying to live above your means, not trying to impress everybody else. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how true this this video is because you know everybody be doing these old fake skits, but I want to show y'all this, especially you fellas out there, because fellas, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real for you in 2024. Fellas, the ladies have no sympathy for you if you're broke. I'm gonna just keep it real for you. Your wife may care, your mama may care, but for the most part, if you broke in 2024 as a man, the ladies probably have no sympathy for you. That don't mean they won't mess with you, but if you're broke for the most part, they're not gonna have no sympathy for you. Sip of vitamin water for the working nurse. Um, so I got a story. It's not really a story, but it's like a video, and I want to show y'all this. Now this comes from World Star, ladies and gentlemen, and this video talks about what happens. This is why what happens when you don't pay your bills on time. This is why I tell y'all I'm not a believer in car notes. I'm not a believer in car notes. I don't do car notes. Not a fan of car notes. But if you are, that's cool. CJ just don't do it. Just not in the cars for me right now. But apparently, this young man recorded another young man as he was on the phone trying to negotiate his payments and avoid getting his car repossessed, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it's hard out here at 2024, and it's 2024 starting off with a banger. Yeah, starting off with a banger. Shout out to my dog Swin in the building. Shout out to my dog. Shout out to my dog Adina in the building. And I don't mean to call you dogs, ladies. But yeah. So I'm not into the Cardinals, but this is one prime example of why I'm not. Now I don't know how good of a friend this man is that he will put his own homie on blast for not being able to pay his bills. But let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into it. Without further ado, I'm gonna pause the background music real quick. I'm gonna pause it real quick so we can get into this game. Bear with me. You know they're gonna have to do the ads.
I swear to God, I'm on the way to catching up to y'all, man. I promise. Yeah, about 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. Around what time estimate? I gotta look at the calendar, twin. I swear to God, I'm on the way to catching up to y'all, man. I promise.
So let me go ahead and set this up for y'all. He's trying to negotiate with the lady and trying to figure out how he's going to pay his bill. He's saying that we need 2 weeks or whatever the case may be. This is why I say stack your paper and eliminate as many bills as possible. Shout out to Fally in the chat.
Yeah, like understood, understood. I appreciate the effort. They said 2 weeks, right? Yeah, about 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. About 2 weeks. All right. So, in the next 2 weeks, basically, what date, please? Around what time estimate?
Now, I don't know if y'all can see the caption, but the caption says, "My homeboy 3 months late on his car note, and they said the repo man on the way." He trying to talk these people out of it. Now, ladies, I got a question for y'all. All my ladies in the chat. Let's say you were dating a dude, right? You like the dude. He's cool. Y'all have had a good time. Maybe he's taking you out once or twice. Oh, maybe he's taking you out. Maybe he's taking you out once or twice. Now, ladies, if you got a phone call, let's say you got a phone call around 3, let's say about 3, 4 p.m. You might be just getting off work of an 8 hour shift. And the homie calls you up, the guy that's taking you out and you've had a nice time with, but you haven't given him none yet. But you've had a nice time with him. And he says that lady, or he ain't gonna call you lady, but he says, "Hey, sweetheart," what they would call the girls not. "Hey, what's up, shorty? Hey, shorty. Uh, I'm about 3 months behind on my car note. Can I get $500 to get these people off me real quick?" I would like to know, ladies, how would y'all reaction be? Please put it in the chat and we're gonna keep going. Shout out to Emmanuel for the $5 super chat. That boy 20 years old trying to have a car to stunt. A hard head makes a soft behind, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's continue.
I gotta look at the calendar, twin. Real quick, real quick. About probably the 28th or 29th. No, 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 that's too far. The 22nd. I mean, I'm sorry. 22nd. Yeah.
All right, so some of the ladies have commented. Yes, if I had the money and he lost his job, not if he was working. All right, Didi says, like that TikTok man asking women for money. Yeah. Rand says, "I'm not doing it. Been there, done that." Dina says, "And we would have to be married." Uh, Taurine says, "Absolutely not." Woo, why not? What? You not giving the dude that done took you out, y'all done had a good time. You not gonna get him $500 real quick? Y'all done had a good time. He done took you to Applebee's. Y'all done shared a couple 2 for 20 drinks. And the brother's down on his luck right now. He can't get $500 so they don't repo his car. He don't have a way to work. You're not gonna help him out. Come on, Tareen. I gave my ex $2,000. I don't mean to. I don't mean to laugh. I don't mean to laugh. You say I gave. You say I gave my ex $2,000 and never gotten it back. That's sad. I'm sorry to hear that. Shout out to the homie Brandon. Keep pushing, bro. Hey man, we grinding. Uh, you said block and delete contact info. Y'all come on, ladies. He a good dude. Let's say he in school right now. He in school right now, and he need a little help. $500, and he said, "I'll give it back to you next week." next month in 30 days. Still a no? Swin say, laughing my butt off. Amani Hill says, nope. Didi says it depends on how long we have been together and if he has a job. Y'all not together. Y'all not in a relationship. He just took you on a few dates. He took you on a few dates. Not if we're not if we weren't a long term couple. No. Dang. He better. Ooh, boy, these women do not have no sympathy for broke men in 2024. Then he shouldn't be dating in the first place. Yeah. I kind of agree with that one. I kind of agree with that one. MJ 2000. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. Old Fally. She said, I'll put money on a bus pass. Come on now, ladies. Come on. Y'all killing me now. That ain't cool. What? Okay. I hope y'all have this same energy for the next video that we finna go over. I hope y'all had this same energy. You say, nope. Ask his mama and daddy. Dina said, hell no. Oh my God. Okay, cool. I can respect that, ladies. I can respect that. So fellas, you know what you got to do to get your ish together. You know what you got to do to get your ish together. So we want to do the next video. Now we are going to our residential favorite uh resident of chaos on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Kendra G. Shout out to Kendra G. Now, a lot of people in the medical field end up on her show for whatever reason. I don't know why so many nurses and CNAs and whoever in the healthcare field decide to come up on her show, but they do nonetheless. So I want to talk about what they've gone over. And I don't have any smoke with Kendra G. I don't have any problem with Kendra G. I really see her show as a warning, to be quite honest. Hold on. I see her show as a warning to men to what to look out for, especially you young, successful dudes. Now, this woman, matter of fact, I'm going to let her tell the story. Now, I'm not giving a talking stage man money. Dang, it's hard out here. Well, that's a turn off to y'all, huh? Y'all not having it, but it's cool. It's cool. So let's get into this one.
Hello?
Hi. Hello.
Hey, let me see this hair.
I'm
Is it
just
red,
doing.
boo?
Hey, Kendra.
Hey, girl. Is it here red? Let me see.
Yes, it's like
Okay.
the same time that you had that you were
What you
Okay.
do for a living?
Hold on.
40.
Good thing. Rita, where you calling me from? Where you live?
I'm
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Frida. Fellas, this gonna be for you, but ladies, I hope you keep the same smoke. All right, fellas, this is Frida. We gonna break it down because I got a lot of dudes that watch the channel. I got a lot of dudes that's nurses, that's successful, that's grinding. We got all type of dudes that watch this channel. So fellas, pay attention because Frida is single. Okay, let's get it.
in Washington, D.C.
DC's in the building. How old are you?
40.
Washington D.C. fellas, and she's 40 years of age. Washington D.C. and she's 40 years of age. Pay attention.
40. Okay, don't forget. Don't cut your head off. 40. What you do
That's
for?
still good.
There you go. What you do for a living?
Well, I'm in the process of getting my CNA nurse aid certificate.
So she is in the process of getting her CNA license, ladies and gentlemen. She's in the process of getting her CNA license. Okay, so Frida, she's from DC. She's 40 years old, and she's in the process of getting her CNA license. Now, she's yet to say what she actually does for a living. Let's continue.
And my interests include having my own business. So I'm in the process of like different opportunities right now. Like this is no difference from being in between a job or whatever or career.
Okay, so she's unemployed. She said, so she said all that to say that she's unemployed. What up, my brother? Shout out to my brother Brandon in the building. So she's unemployed. So let's backtrack. 40 years old, Washington, D.C. She's in the midst of getting her CNA license. But she's in between jobs, so she is currently unemployed, ladies and gentlemen. Fellas, pay attention. She's on alert, on the loose.
But nurse aide, nail tech, hospitality, that's the type of industry that I'm in.
Are
Mm.
you unemployed right now?
Yeah.
Mm.
Girl.
Well, she said it straight up now, so y'all know she's unemployed.
How long have you been unemployed for?
I'm not gonna cap. It's been like maybe a couple years, but I have like
A couple years. This woman is 40, unemployed. She lives in DC. She's in the midst of getting her CNA license, and she has been unemployed for a couple years. Now, ladies, do you have the same smoke that you have for the homeboy that was 3 months behind on his rent? Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to Ashley in the building.
I'm in the process of getting back to work. I'm
How
looking
have you
for
been
a
paying your
job.
bills for the last couple of years?
How has she been paying her bills for the last couple years? And I honestly do have this question, not just towards this young woman that's on the screen, but I work in a healthcare field where we see a lot of call offs. So my question is, how are these people paying their bills? I'm talking about frequent call offs, not just every day, not just every other day call offs or every blue moon call offs. I'm talking about 2, 3, 4 days in a row call offs. How are these people paying their bills? How are they surviving? What are they doing? Are they doing something strange for a piece of change? I don't know.
I mean, some people, sometimes you have family help you. You might be on a fixed income or whatever. But right now, like I'm in between. I'm like building things to where they'll come to fruition.
So do you want to?
Fruit. I think she meant fruition, but that's okay. I mispronounce words all the time. So she's trying to manifest her best life. Now, ladies, if this was a man with this same story, y'all would be slaughtering him right now. Y'all be slaughtering him right now. So let me see where we at right now. Let me read some of these comments. Let me go back. Let me go back. Let me go back. You said my boyfriend take Uber for a whole 6 months to get him a car. Shout out to Yo. So you didn't give him a ride? You didn't give him a ride? You let him take Uber for 6 months? Okay. You say, yeah, I cried, but I'm over it now. Life goes on. That's my L. Yeah, that's all. You gonna get that back. You ain't even worry about it. You gonna triple that. Shout out to my brother Brandon, my brother, my African brother. Um, let's see. I got my LPN license out of high school. Just turned 20 in RN school. You wouldn't believe the amount of crazy stuff that happened once I started working. Shout out to MJ. Got the world in his hands, 20 years old. Got the world in his hands right now. What? I wish I would have. I don't regret nothing, but boy, I wish I would. It's probably a good thing that I didn't go straight out of high school though, because I'll probably be on some other stuff. But anyway, all right, all right, all right. Emmanuel said, "Oh no, oh no." Ryan says, "Yes." What has she been doing for money? Right, a couple years unemployed. Hmm. You said the Simp Express card paid the bills. You said she ain't trying to tell on herself. Okay. 40 and unemployed is crazy. Serena holding him up. I would give him a ride. I'm trying to be 40 and retire. I feel you on that one. I feel you on that one. But let's continue with our young lady Frida.
Date while you're currently unemployed?
No, I don't want to date. That's a great question. I just
Then
want.
why are you calling me?
No,
Exactly. And I don't understand why people try to date knowing they don't have no money, especially dudes. Now, fellas, how do y'all even feel comfortable going out on a date and not even knowing if you can pay for it or not? Now, sometimes you don't know any better. You just don't know any better, and I understand that. But I could not now at this age that I am, I just could not feel comfortable with myself. I'm 33. I could not feel comfortable with myself going out on a date, not knowing that if I had the amount of right, if I had enough money to pay for the groceries, pay for the light bill, pay for my rent. I couldn't imagine that being a single man in 2024. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Dina said Uber for 6 months is crazy. Yeah, that's nasty work. But you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, I'm interested. Yeah, y'all hit my like button, please. I would appreciate it. I'm interested to hearing what she do for money. Me too. Let's see if we gonna find out.
Oh, it's not that I don't want to date. I'm calling you because I'm looking for a male and I'm looking to have a good time with somebody and get to know
That's
someone.
not,
But that doesn't mean that I'm not.
that is the essence of dating, getting to know
Well, yeah,
somebody.
actually, yeah. I'm
Wait, how
looking
old are you?
into dating.
You're 40 years old.
Yes.
Girl, I feel like
Uh,
okay. So can you keep contradicting everything I ask you?
Now I don't know if she's trolling at this point. Um, but it does seem like she may be trolling. I don't know because I know a lot of people come on Kendra's show for clout, and I know some people do come on there to troll. But that's she says she don't want to date, but she wants a male. So it sounds like to me she wants to date or either get, you know, something crazy done to her. You said I was on a date and there was a young black couple ahead of me in line at the theater. The girl said, "You Hey, babe, listen to this." Dina said, she said I was on a date and there was a young black couple ahead of me in line at the theater. And the girl said, quote, "You asked me out and you're not paying for the tickets." Dang. Babe, what you think about that? Huh?
Yeah, if you ask me out, you pay. I mean, you don't ask somebody out if you're not gonna pay.
Mm. Said it was embarrassing. I know. That's wild. All right.
but isn't a lot of things contradictory? I'm trying to be careful with my speech because I don't want to. This year, 2024, I don't want to say
No, I think
anything
you're trying to be
negative.
careful with your speech because you don't want to tell the truth.
I do
Mm.
want to tell the truth. I do want to tell the truth.
So
The dating
okay, because I
time.
asked you if you want to date, and you said no, I don't want to date. And then and then I said because this is a dating show, so you will only call me if you want to date. And then you came back and said, well, I do want to get to know somebody. So that's
Mhm.
dating. What's the difference?
Yeah. So you're right. I'm not saying that I'm right. You are right. I made a
So
mistake. Yes, I did say that I didn't want to date, but not because of my circumstances. That shouldn't disqualify for me finding a companion because just because.
So what does disqualify somebody from finding a companion? I mean, because people in all types of situations end up with people, but at the same time, if you want somebody of quality, should you want to bring quality to the table yourself?
Because homeless people always got them somebody.
Right. So what qualifies you at that point? I don't know. But let's continue.
Just like when you're in a relationship and you end up either if you end up moving in with that person and some things happen, you could be married and God will, things
Murray.
happen where he might lose his job. What's the difference from me wanting to be with somebody? And
But she been unemployed for 2 years, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to be with somebody. But I will. She's trying to get saved. She's trying to get saved. Shout out to all my singers out there. I know all singers are not on this type of mess. Okay, she's not even a singer, so she's an aspiring singer. She's trying to get her license. But let's continue.
people try to put you in these places and I'm not going to let you put me in no category because if I want to be with somebody, it's not hard for me to get somebody.
Uh,
But I did call your show to actually,
uh.
yes, I am
You know, I
dating.
run into that a lot too. When I'm at work, I run into that a lot. I run into a lot of women who say they done been with Yeah, she said it's not hard for her to get somebody. I run into a lot of women at work, nurses, seniors alike, that all say that it's not hard for them to get men, and they dating millionaires and they dating men who making high six figures and all that kind of stuff. But here's my thing: to me, it would seem like logically, if you were dating a man, and if you were in a serious relationship with a man that's making that kind of money, he would not want you to be working 60, 70, 80 some hours a week. That don't make sense to me, because a lot of these girls that I see that do claim this type of lifestyle are working 60, 70, 80 hours a week. And to me, that just doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. So it's a lot of cap. But I do run across this a lot in the nursing field. I've run across several nurses that have told me they date athletes, they date Pistons players, Lions players, Tigers players, all kind of players. But yet they come to work mad, upset, and complaining about the job that they do. And I would just be thinking, well, why don't you go to that millionaire man and have him take you away from all this? That's what I would do if I was a millionaire and clearly I saw a woman that I like struggling. Even if I didn't like her like that, I would still give her like a little severance package just to take the stress off her a little bit. Maybe I'm tripping. But let's continue.
I'm kind of dyslexic there, but I did hear you. Yes, I do want to date.
Okay, well, here's the deal. So I literally asked everybody that.
Think if we constantly saying, well, if you're having casual sex and you're not getting any money, at least my head is screwed on right. Because do you understand what I'm saying?
No.
Like, you don't, it doesn't make sense to you?
No.
Okay, well, it doesn't make sense. But a lot of things are making sense out here. When you talk to a guy, whether it's online, I just want somebody that I can meet just as well as me. When I go outside or when I'm outside or whatever. And
wait, we're gonna move forward. And I have no problem. I wanted to understand that was.
So she said a bunch of nothing. And that's just what it was. A bunch of nothing.
That's the question I ask everybody. So I didn't want you to feel personally attacked. Everybody that tells me they don't have a job, I always say, do you feel as though you're in a position to date? Because one would think the better you are, the better single seasons. Single seasons. And the moments when I've lost my radio job and I wasn't dating because I was trying behind that question. So we could go forward, but that was the backstory behind that question. So Frida, keep the phone up so your head's not cut off. Okay. Do you have any children?
That's the question I want to know. Hello. That's the question that I want to know, fellas. That's the question you should be asking, especially if you out here dating for real, and you got your stuff together. That should be question number 2. What's your name, and do you have kids? I'm sorry, but it should be. That's the question I was waiting for right there.
Yes, I have a 15-year-old son.
Okay, and so this is Frida, DC, 40, CNA, currently unemployed. Mom to a 15-year-old. Have you ever been married? No.
Oh boy.
All right. What kind of man you looking for, Frida?
Okay. Now before we get to that part, fellas, are y'all trying to catch? What's up? Are y'all gonna try to holler at Frida? Are you gonna try to save Frida? Brandon said you think she trolling, huh? Okay. Yeah, that's how she not paying rent. All right.
I'm looking at this. I actually wrote some notes down. I'm looking for vanilla. I'm looking for somebody.
Looking for what?
Vanilla. Like the song, like Jack Harlow's song. I'm looking for vanilla. I'm looking for somebody that's smart.
Okay, so wait a minute. So she's looking for vanilla. So she's looking for a zaddy, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Tyreek Nasheed. She's looking for a zaddy. She want a white man. So to all you brothers out there that may have tried to check for Frida, I'm sorry, you off the table. All you black men, all you Mexican men, all you men of color that may have wanted to put your bid in with Frida, 40, unemployed, aspiring CNA, been unemployed for 2 years, one son, never been married, you're off the table. You are off the table. Okay? Just want to let you fellas know. I'm sorry. But Frida not taking you. It don't matter how successful you are. She wants a zaddy, a white dude. That's what she wants. Let's continue.
Looking for somebody that's willing to be fruitful because it depends on what season you're in. When
She wants somebody to trick off. She wants somebody to trick off. She said, whoa, did she try to associate vanilla and smart together? That's what it sounded like to me, my brother. That's what it sounded like to me. Let's continue.
when I say that I want a God-fearing man, I'm very specific about details about what type of guy that I'm, into. Um, so I'm looking for somebody that's attractive, somebody that is direct, somebody that what if I said that I'm looking for somebody that's damaged because I could be damaged. I'm looking for somebody that's on the same level as me.
So you want a man that's not working?
Shout out to Kendra. That was a good one. So she said, so you want a man that's not working? And yes, some of them do want men that's not working. Do y'all know how many nurses I've run into that are taking care of men that are not working? Why do y'all think my video went viral on TikTok? Because there were so many nurses and so many nursing students in the comments sharing a testimony of how they are taking care of men with no job. They are taking care of men with no job, no money. Yes, some of them do want a dude that's not working. Absolutely. Let's continue.
He doesn't have to be working.
Oh Lord. She said he doesn't have to be working. Oh Lord. Let's do that one more time. She said he does not have to be working.
So you want a man that's not working?
He doesn't have to be working because it's not about
Lord.
How would he be fruitful?
He at least, what I'm saying as far as being fruitful is that we all, just like we're going to get to that question, but I'm not going to okay, we're going to get to the question.
I don't see. It's hard to figure out if she's really serious or if she's trolling, because sadly, I've worked with several people who act just like her and who talk just like her. So I know this kind of mindset is very real. But I don't know if she's on here trolling or if she's being genuine. Because she could be very genuine, because this mindset is very real. And I come home sometimes with stories and I tell my girl, and my girl be like, where you been? And that ain't, it'd be shocking to me because I haven't really interacted with people with that kind of mindset. And she'd be like, where you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, people talk like that and act like that and think like that. But let's continue.
About me. So when I'm saying that he's being fruitful, meaning that he wants to be fruitful, and that's biblical, fruitful and multiply, meaning good things are coming to him. You know what I mean?
No.
Lord, she done messed up the scripture. She done messed up the scripture so bad. Lord Jesus.
No, I'm trying to understand seriously, because fruitful, and I could be wrong. That's why I'm asking you to explain. Fruitful to me,
it's in the Bible. It says, "Be fruitful and multiply." So
I don't think that's what God meant.
Because if you don't have a job, I'm assuming
he does have to have he got to have some type of income. If I'm on a fixed income, then he got to have some type of money.
But she just said he don't have to work. She literally just said he don't have to work.
So it's no difference. I don't want a guy that doesn't have any money. You understand what I'm saying, Kendra? I need somebody that has some type of income, but that's not exactly, I'm the type of female, I'm not going to be in your business. It's none of my business, because I can cook my own meal, I can cook my own food, but if we're dating, in all reality, if we're dating, then it's either you're taking me out or, for a
I don't know if she's drunk, but once again, like I said, she could be very genuine because even with the incoherent banter, there are a lot of people that talk and act and have that same type of mindset exactly like her. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've heard some of the craziness that have come out some of these people's mouths. So she could be very serious. I don't she may be on some type of narcotic or something like that. I don't know though.
cup of coffee, simple as a cup of coffee. So what's the difference?
Okay. Okay. So
I think
what?
it's kind of funky that a lot of these females out here, they want to date these high quality men, but they're not admitting that they're not high quality or that they're damaged or that, okay, I'm starting from here. I'm going to start dressing better. I'm going to start taking better care of myself, just like you was talking about self-reflection. What's the difference from being truthful to yourself? You're
Yeah, I think she's
not
trolling.
a high quality woman, so how are you going to want a high quality man?
Are you talking about yourself right now?
I'm not talking about myself because I'm very high maintenance.
Oh, you.
I
Oh,
have a I
wait. Ooh, I got to understand. So you're talking. So the women you were just talking about, you don't put yourself in that category.
saying that I'm not high quality. I'm not high quality right now because I'm not making I'm not making $1 million. I'm not making 100K. I'm not making 75K. So
So
depends
I want to make sure I'm understanding. So
The sad part is I've had conversations that are with nurses just like this that are incoherent. Yes. Yes. She sounds like she's on that narcotic. Um and it's sad. It's really sad.
so you're saying other women are delusional, but you are not there. You're not delusional.
I've been delusional before.
Oh, you been when did you when did you stop being delusional?
When I started taking care of myself.
And I have patients that act just like her, constantly contradicting, the back and forth, not really making any sense with what I'm saying or what I'm doing. This is all too familiar. This is definitely long term care behavior. I wouldn't be surprised if she was in a nursing home right now. I really wouldn't. She could be in a nursing home right now.
When I start doing better for my mental health, and when I start, doing better for myself. But even because most of the time it's like a fantasy. They say, well, what's your fantasy? What kind of wedding? I want to get married. No, I want to have a destination wedding. I
What?
want to
Let
do, I
me
want
just jump in because I'm going to be quite
sure,
frank and honest with you.
sure.
The woman that you just called out, a lot of people are going to put you in that category and call you delusional. So
They can call me delusional. And I'll tell you, yeah, I'm a little delulu. I'm a lot of things. But
Yeah.
one thing is mom ain't raised no fool. And I'm not messing with somebody that just because they have money, I got my own money.
How? You unemployed. How do you have your own money and you unemployed?
you don't do drugs?
Do I do drugs?
Yeah.
What kind of drugs? Be more specific. Crack.
She said, what kind of drugs? Be more specific. I like that answer. I like that answer. Yeah. Working with drug addicts, um, working with them and taking care of them. I definitely see this kind of erratic behavior all the time. So it's, yeah.
Powder, weed. What you mean? What are you asking me that for?
Because I'm trying to keep up with you, but it's going so many different ways.
Yeah.
Like I said at the beginning, it's so very contradiction in one thing that
What?
you say. And then
Okay, I'm not
I'm
perfect.
honestly trying to follow you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm kind of losing you here. If you
Mhm.
want to move on to the next question, we can.
What are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers is dealing with somebody that doesn't like to communicate.
Mm.
Hold on a second.
So, fellas, if you're going to deal with her, well, to my white brothers out there, if you're going to deal with freedom, you have to be able to communicate. If you cannot communicate, then you cannot deal with freedom. All right. Let's continue.
Do you drink? You gonna ask me, do I do drugs? Do you drink?
Do
I
I
drink
seem like I
and I
drink?
smoke weed. You
Do I?
don't have to look like you drink.
I mean,
But
there's
you do
a
it look like
She said, "Do you drink?" I drink and I hit the pipe. I mean, well, not the pipe, but she said she hit the blunt. Okay.
Wait, hold on, real quick. We can go there if you want to, Peter. Now I'm trying to hold my tongue. We can go all the way there if you want to.
Hold back from saying
it's not
nothing.
about holding back, but
saying
here's the deal. I asked you if you did drugs and I explained to you the reason why. So you can receive it or not.
Because
You're
you
all over the
couldn't
place. That's why I asked you.
to follow me. What type of drug? Even if I was doing drugs, how can you help me? You can't help me with nothing. What can you help me with?
That wasn't,
I can only help
wasn't necessarily the goal to help you.
I came on your platform and you're asking me, do I do drugs? Okay. Okay, let's move on to the question that you asked me. So you asked me, you said, what are my deal breakers? My deal breakers is somebody that let me see.
Is it dating in 2024? Is it really this bad? I haven't dated in 6 years. I haven't been on a date with another girl in 6 years. So is it really this bad out here? It can't be that bad. Because this is scary. This is really scary when it comes down to it. To my single dudes out here, especially my male nurses that's getting that bag, that's chasing the money, that's getting to the paper, that value they see, my heart goes out for you right now. It really does. My heart really goes out for you. Ladies, this is what your sons have to deal with. This is what your sons are going to potentially have to deal with out here. And then this person is raising someone else. So this is what your sons are going to potentially have to deal with. Ladies, how would you feel if your son brought home Frida? I'm serious, and I'm not even trying to be funny, but this is the reality of the situation that we in right now when it comes to the modern dating, I guess, in 2024. Like, for real, for real. To all my male nurses that's getting that bag, getting that paper, and just all my dudes, period, that's getting to that bag. You have to be very, very careful because, truth be told, women like Frida can disguise themselves very well. See, this is her unhinged. This is Frida unhinged. But you got women who can really hide that craziness behind them and hide those problems and hide those psychological issues. And you won't know that until she's 7 months pregnant. And so not only are you trapped, but now you are tied to this woman for at least 18 years. This is why you have to be, especially in 2024, you got to be careful. You have to be careful.
Okay. I don't care about who you fucking.
Oh.
Okay. So my deal breakers are
yeah, she on something.
Hold on a second. I'm kind of those haters. All right. So let me see. I kind of just wrote it everywhere, but my deal breakers is somebody that's dirty, that doesn't,
you can't be dirty, fellas. You got to be clean for Frida.
That has no type of communication, that's not communicating, don't let me catch you in a lie. Don't let me catch you in a lie. You should be able, if you're interested in me, you should be able to communicate these things with me. And that's it.
Does he have to look a certain way?
He doesn't have to look a certain way, but we need to be attracted to each other.
We got to make a certain amount of money.
Said that I'm looking for a white guy, preferably a vanilla type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
He got to be smart, and he has to make. Yes, he should make a certain amount of money.
Okay, how much?
I would say at least he should have in his career at least
Okay.
75K to 80K is well for
You
me.
want a white
Okay.
smart?
All right, fellas. To all my white gentlemen out there. So, in order to get with Frida, you got to you you have to make at least 75 to 80K. Fellas, to my white gentlemen out there, my Caucasian brothers, you have to make 75 to $80,000 a year to mess with Frida.
Man that makes 75K to 80K.
Yes. Or it could be more because
Oh,
it
it could be
depends on how it
more. So a
yeah.
white smart man that makes more than 80K.
Yeah.
Have you ever dated a white smart man that makes more than 80K?
Yeah.
What happened to that relationship?
It was too emotionally spoiled.
What do that even mean? He was too emotionally spoiled. What do that even mean? Shout out to all my emotionally spoiled cats out there. He said he said I speak for Latinos and whites. It's a no, Frida. Oh man.
When did you date him? When you were in
This
preschool?
what?
Did you date him? Was he like your kindergarten sweetheart?
No, this was like 2 years
How
ago.
many?
I've dated an Italian guy before, but
How many
I
years ago?
haven't dated.
How many years ago?
This was like over
Oh,
10 years ago.
I know it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Maybe not preschool, high school.
No, not high school.
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough of that. But all right. This is what y'all have today. This is what you have today. So what do we think about Frida, ladies and gentlemen? What do we think about Frida? Let me see. Let me scroll back up. Let me scroll back up. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Now she's specific. Too late, Frida. OMG. Her level is trash. These vanilla dudes typically go for two pick. Yeah. So where the 80K coming from? So they're gonna be on TikTok begging. White men are more anyway, but they don't want her. She wants she wants SS. Oh, okay, got you. She made me drop my pill. She's saying he can have SSI. She must want a super old man. Is she trying to date a drug dealer? Fixed income. Does she get SSI? She living a rough life. She's a hard looking 40. She's around 60. She's just like my coworkers in long term care. Definitely on something more trolling. About to remind my wife how much I love her. Yeah, babe, I love you. Uh, Hadina. Oh, she got okay. Psych issues. A high quality woman doesn't have to make a lot of money. She just has to be supportive. I agree. Um, you said she get disability. Oh, I'm actually sad for her. That's why she said she was on a fixed income. Crack maybe. Oh wow. For real though. She need help. Yep. She got offended. Ain't no white dude taking that. Oh, okay. She triggered. Uh-oh. Yeah. That was a lot. She out for meds. It's a lot of comments. Let me see. Does she have a psych doctor? Yeah, Kendrick was patient for that one. I definitely would have hung up a while ago. I would have hung up a while ago. You said she's mentally unstable. Let me see. Was he on drugs? She talking about the waiter or served at an Italian restaurant once. Delusional. Who served her? She is mentally unstable. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we done had it. We done played around a lot today. Let's get down to the business. Um, that was pretty fun though. But let's get down to the business. So, well, LPNs. Shout out to my LPNs in the building. And y'all know I promote being an LPN. I promote going to school to get your LPN. Y'all know I always say it was the best decision I've ever made and everything like that. And and I still stand by that. 100%. I do. I still stand by that. But something recently came across my desk. Shout out to my mama. My mama sent me this. Well, she didn't send me this article, but she told me about it, and I looked it up and I started reading the article. Now, a while ago, and I'm paraphrasing this, a while ago, it was some sort of proposal bill by Joe Biden and his team or his party to get more registered nurses in the nursing homes. They didn't say they necessarily wanted to phase out LPNs, but they wanted to get more RNs in the nursing home. And again, I'm paraphrasing. I'm going to try to find a link to that. But here's the thing. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, because most RNs don't want to work in the long-term care. In the long-term care setting, they don't want to do it. Most RNs, they have between one and six, seven patients, depending on what kind of specialty they're in the hospital. But who wants to go from a setting like that to working with 25, 30 something patients and a different variety of patients, drug addicts? Because you got the drug addicts, you got the alcoholics, you got the violent people, you got the psych, you got the dementia. You're working with a whole bunch of people all in this one space together. And it's not really divided up by areas like how it is in the hospital. You got your mother baby, you got your labor and delivery, you got your ICU, you got your med surge, you got your ER. It's not really divided up because most facilities, like long-term care facilities, are not that big. They're not that big. So a while ago, Biden had tried to introduce some sort of bill to get more RNs and everything like that. And people were worried and all that kind of stuff. And I said, good luck with that. Because number one, you're going to have to pay the RNs 200 and some odd dollars an hour. They were trying to figure out a way of how to cut the agencies out. And I said, good luck with that. You're going to have to pay them 200 some dollars an hour. And that's just not going to happen. So I don't know why. So it was a lot of LPNs hit me up. CJ, what do you think about this? Do you think that LPNs are going to be phased out of the nursing home? And I hadn't had the chance to really make my response to it. But I also wanted to run across this right here. Now, this is in my home state of Michigan. It says a new kind of worker in Michigan nursing homes could address the staff shortage. Now, it says a newly created medication aid role in Michigan will give nurses more time for other patient care under bills being considered by Governor Gretchen Whitmer. It says Michigan's nursing homes have been hobbled by too few workers, including nurses. As the state ages faster than most other states, the problem is likely to get worse. Now, a medication aid, a position created between an entry-level nursing assistant and a licensed practical nurse, will be able to dispense medication. A med tech. A med tech. Now, med techs are popular in assisted livings. And here's the thing, and this is all business at the end of the day. Because what they're going to do, what they're going to attempt to do if this passes, which I'll give my opinions on that later, but what they're going to try to attempt to do is have the med aid do most of the work of the LPN, but pay them half the money. Because that's all they do in assisted living. That's all they do in assisted living. In assisted living, med techs, they do treatments. Med techs, they pass meds. Med techs even do admissions. I've even seen some med techs do admissions. Now, they're not supposed to, but they do it. At least, I don't know how it is in other states, but they do it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't, let's continue with the article. Let's continue with the article. Okay. It says faced with staffing. I'm Wi-Fi. It says, faced with a staffing shortage that threatens resident care, nursing home industry leaders hope a new kind of worker could meet patient needs. Two bills now in front of Governor Gretchen Whitmer will create medication aides with responsibilities and pay, one advocate says, that will fall between an entry level nursing assistant and a licensed practical nurse. Now, I'm going to be honest how I feel about that up front. I don't support that. I don't support that because to me, it's shortcutting and it's budgeting. You're just trying to withhold the budget. I don't support this one bit. And I don't think any other nurse that works in healthcare should support it. Now, you're going to have some lazy nurses that's all fine and dandy with that, and that's cool. But me personally, I don't support this because you're cutting into the paper. And I don't think it's going to go through anyway because it's still going to be a shortage. Nobody's ever satisfied, but I don't support that bill. It says a two bill package introduced with bipartisan support would allow the new medication aides to dispense routine medications in skilled nursing facilities, freeing up licensed practical and registered nurses to do more in patient care. Now, here's the thing. If somebody can come in as a medication aide and dispense medication, what the hell was the point of going to school, taking a pharmacology class for 12 or 16 or however many weeks that your pharmacology class was? What was the point of that? What was the point of that? Because I'm sure the medication aid class, if they have it, is not going to be a year long. It's probably going to be a few weeks, like most med tech classes are, which is why I don't support med techs. I don't support that because it was a lot of cases where I've seen med techs were dispensing medications that they had no idea what the medication actually did. This is why I'm not cool with this. Nurses have to go to school. Nurses have to study pharmacology. You got to study the medication. You got to study what parameters you can give the medication in. You got to study what the medication does. You got to study the effects of the medication. You got to study all that kind of stuff. And you not finna learn that in 2 to 3 weeks. Now, here's the thing. In a classroom, there were so many times where I saw when I was working in assisted living, and this is not to crap on the med techs, but I'm just being real with what I saw. It was so many times that I saw med techs in the assisted living facility giving out blood pressure medications to residents who did not need blood pressure medications. People were giving out Norvasac. People were giving out hydralazine to patients whose blood pressure was 110 or 111 over 60 something. Killing these, you could kill these patients like that. Not checking the blood pressure, not checking a blood sugar. You feel me? That's why I don't support that because what was the point of me going to school there if that's the case? I can't co-sign that. And then you're gonna make them do half the work for less the money, or most of the work for less the money. Let's see what y'all saying in the comments so far. Let's see what y'all saying. These nursing homes are homeless shelters. That's a fact with the homeless and drug addicts. Yep. I had one OD on meth yesterday. I've been an agency LPN 5 years. The only RN I see is in management or administration. That's a fact. RNs are not going to work there, but they have to keep getting you for narcotics and blood sugars. Exactly. And where I was at, the nurses, well, at the assisted living I worked at, the med techs were passing narcotics. They were passing narcotics because it wasn't a nursing home. So the regulations were different. But they were passing narcotics and they would do blood sugars. All the nurses had to do really in the assisted living was supervise. And they would have one nurse to the whole building. And they would just pretty much have to supervise. Now, if med techs called off, then they would have to hop on a cart. But that was the best job that I ever had. The problem that I had with the job, because I would still be there now, I was getting paid really good. I was getting a lot of hours. But the problem that I had with that job was the management was absolutely insane. it was a situation where they let somebody be a director of nursing that had no experience, that had just graduated from LPN school, and they had not had no they had not taken their NCLEX test yet. If I'm lying, I'm frying. If I'm lying, I'm frying. You said I'm so tired of the fact that sometimes we LPNs are in is that Vogue, and sometimes we are not. They have been saying LPNs are going to get phased out. 40 years I've heard this, but we still rise. Yep, you're exactly on point with assisted living. What's the point? Send them to nursing school and make more nurses. That's what I say. They're going to pay them $20 and they are still not going to have enough people that want to work. I used to be a delegated nurse at a halfway house and I didn't know what the heck I was doing. You said she wanted to drug. Oh, you still talking about Frida. You said giving blood pressure medication without checking blood pressure. You said you beat me to it. That is so crazy. That's why you won't catch me in assisted living. Yeah, a lot. You know what? And it's crazy because I really enjoyed my assisted living job, but because they don't have to follow the same regulations that a nursing home has to follow. Sometimes you catch them doing crazy stuff, and even when because they asked me to be the DON, and I said no. I've been asked since I've been a nurse. I've been asked to be a DI twice, and I've asked to be a DON once. And I've said no. I've been asked to be in management several times, and I've always turned it down. There is no amount of money that you can give me that they will be willing to give to make me go into management, to make me want to be an ADON. No, I am a floor nurse through and through. There's no amount of money you can give me. None. For the amount of stress. I know so many nursing supervisors or nurses in supervising positions that are on drugs for real because they stressed out, that are straight drunks and that are straight alcoholics. No. I go in, I work my set amount of days, and then I'm on somebody else's plane going to another country, enjoying my life. When I leave work, my phone is off. I don't want to be on call. I don't want to know about what happened when I'm not there. That's not my concern. I'm a floor nurse. I don't care about a title. I don't care about a title. Don't care. Don't care. Salary is just a cute word for slavery. Well, shout out to all the good DONs that we do have out there, but I'm not. I wouldn't be one of them. No, it's too much. It's too much. It says, let me see, freeing of life spectrum nurses and registered nurses to do more patient care. One of the two lawmakers who sponsored the legislation said he is considering additional legislation that would expand the role beyond skilled nursing facilities in the new year, possibly to the hospitals and other health settings. It'll never happen. It'll never happen. It'll never happen. Because all this is just, they trying to cut costs. Because they know these nurses are making a bag out there. They are trying to figure out how can we save more money. Do you know how much of an insult that would be if you got somebody who only spent 2 weeks taking a medication class versus somebody who had to spend 16 weeks or however long their pharmacology class was, take a whole bunch of tests, stress out, all this kind of stuff? Do you know what kind of slap in the face that is? And see, this is what these politicians and these lawmakers don't consider when they writing up these bills. They just trying to figure out how can we save the state more money. These nurses are getting the bag. Some of these nurses are making more than the doctors. What's the real deal? How can we stop this? Let me see. All right. It said we'll take another bite of the apple later. A Clinton Township Republican told Bridge, Michigan, he introduced the package with Donovan McKinney, a Detroit Democrat. You know what's funny to me? These people who always are trying to make laws that have to do with healthcare, most of them, if any of them, have never worked in healthcare. How is that even? That don't even make sense to me. I feel like if you are in government or if you are in politics and you are going to make decisions that are based upon healthcare, you need to have some sort of healthcare background. I believe they should make it an incentive for nurses or whoever, doctors or whoever the case, people in healthcare to become representatives, to become officials, to become politicians or whatever the case, and help write these laws when they come up with it. And maybe that does happen and I just don't know, but it doesn't seem like it to me. It doesn't seem like it to me. Um, let's see. In addition to addressing the staffing shortage, the new role will create a career stepping stone and greater pay for Michigan nurse aides, currently among the lowest paid healthcare workers. Or you could just raise the nurse aide pay. You could just raise the CNA pay, and you could just raise the LPN pay. Maybe people have more of an incentive to come to work instead of trying to go into the logistics of creating a whole new job that don't need to be created. Just pay your staff more and senior seniors or send whoever they want to go to school for free. And you'll have more nurses and you'll have more people to fill these roles. Similar legislation in Ohio allowed nurses aides to train as medication aides, earning up to $6 more an hour. Shelley Berryman, director of operations at Medalodge, a chain of Michigan nurses facilities, a chain of Michigan nurses facilities told lawmakers of the House of Regulatory Reform Committee in October. Both unions that represent healthcare workers in Michigan, the Michigan Nurses Association, and the first, and an American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees, opposed the bill, but neither explained their reasons at the hearing. Yeah, because it's stupid. Because it's dumb. That's the reason. It's stupid. That's why they opposed it. A spokesperson for the MNA said Tuesday that the union had concerns about the impact on patient safety. There you go. The American Nurses Association, in a 2021 brief about medication aids, noted that dispensing medication safely is much more than a technical process. A nurse's clinical knowledge, experience, and understanding of the patient's condition and indication for medication serves as a safety valve. Still, the association also has noted that using such staff as a result of delegation and direction by a registered nurse is appropriate and safe. If you are in a long-term care facility and you already are overseeing 20 to 30 patients, it's physically impossible, or you're going to waste a lot of time being over the medication aid circle, trying to make sure that they dispense this medication properly, trying to make sure that they know the parameters of such medication, trying to make sure that they do things right, trying to make sure that they take a blood pressure, because it's nurses that do shortcuts. So you're trying to make sure that the medication aid do everything right, and you're trying to make sure they take a blood pressure before every blood pressure medication and insulin and all that kind of stuff. Listen, bro. No, sir. You'll never get done. It says across the country, more than half of nursing facilities report now limiting new admissions because of lack of staffing. According to the American Health, and this is why LPNs, and because even if you do get these, let's just say you do get these medication aids in the building, is that going to stop the call offs? Is that going to stop the people who just simply don't care? No, it's not going to stop nothing. So you created a whole new position because you got medication aids in assisted living, and it's still short there. So it's really not going to help nothing. Oh, I know she ain't say that. I know she ain't say that. That's crazy. Let me see. Michigan nursing facilities have lost about 17% of their workforce since 2020, leaving about 9,000 jobs empty. Richie Farron, vice president of government service, told the committee. That's why I say, listen, if y'all don't know, let's just say you are an LPN in another state, and this is why I don't think I don't think LPNs are going nowhere. I'm pretty sure LPNs are not going nowhere. And this is why I say if y'all in another state and y'all getting low pay, come to Michigan, because Michigan, to me, is one of the best paid states for LPNs. I really do believe it. And the taxes ain't that bad. And they got a lot of openings. Michigan nurse facility lost about 17% of their workforce in 2020, leaving about 9,000 jobs empty. Government service told the committee. I have been working in this field for more than 25 years, and I've never seen staffing shortages like this of Metal Lodge. Yes, sir. And you're going to continue to see it. As it stands now, residents' medications are prescribed by physicians and delivered prepackaged to nursing facilities where they are stored in a medication cart. Only LPNs and registered nurses can administer medications. Newly created medication aides will train to deliver those medications and focus on medication administration, reducing medication errors and freeing up more highly trained nurses to focus on other patient care, according to HCAM. I Disagree. I think you're going to have more medication errors. I think you're going to have more medication errors because if you have somebody else is doing a nurse's job, one, to me, it gives the nurse another opportunity to slack off. The ones that do, you got a lot of nurses that don't slack, but the ones that do, you give them an opportunity to slack off more. Oh, they got it. Oh, they got it. And those of y'all that work in long-term care, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Let me see. Let me go back up. Let me see. Let me see. You said you will be overworked in a salary position. Said sometimes the pay isn't worth the trouble. We make more money as hourly workers. Don't call me. That's a fact. In some assisted living facilities, they have them doing CNA work on top of med pass. Exactly. I remember Hillary Clinton saying nurses are overpaid maids. Woo. They aren't. Nope. I wonder if these lawmakers' family is in the nursing facilities when they trying to change the law. When they told you there was going to be a nursing shortage in 2020 for decades before it happened. Man. Only nurse aides with at least 2,000 hours of experience in the skilled nursing facility in a 2-year period will be permitted to train. They will be authorized to only administer regularly scheduled medication, the day-to-day drugs that keep our seniors alive. Like that's simple. These aides will also not administer IV medication or controlled substances. I don't know about y'all nursing homes, but in my nursing homes, 98% of the population are on narcotics. 98% of the population, they're on narcotics. So what would be the point for this medication aid to go around past all these meds and I got to come right back around and pass all these narcotics? What would be the point? If you're working in rehab, a lot of them rehab people are coming in on IVs. So I got to administer the IV medication and I got to pass all the narcotics. I might as well just pass the rest of the medication so I can at least know it's been passed correctly. I mean, I don't know. That sounds right to me. That sounds right to me. When are you? Shout out to Coop with the 4.99 super chat. I appreciate you. When are you going? When are you going to RN? I will be going to school this year. I'll be going to school this year. Right. Let me see. I don't understand why politicians are trying to stop the nurse bag. Y'all nurses figured out what your work truly is. They mad about that. Y'all have the skills to move differently. I went to one of these assisted living facilities with med techs. I might as well have did it myself. Right. Because you're going to have to come back. Listen, you're going to have to come back and go behind for the most part. You're going to have to come back and go behind for the most part. Not saying that they incompetent, not saying that they don't know what they're doing, but I'm just telling you what I experienced. And I might as well just do it myself at that point. No, I didn't. I might as well just do it myself at this point. But one thing I wanted to, before I go, I got a lot of people asking me about my schedule. I got a lot of people asking me about my schedule and how it works. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why being an LPN in long-term care is very clutch. And this is why it's very hard to walk away. Because when you got this kind of autonomy, and I imagine staying down, let's say you stayed down, you was grinding for 2 to 3 months, you got your paper stacked. Now here, my normal schedule goes as such. And I might just clip this up and make this a whole thing so y'all can take this. This is free game for all y'all that's curious about it. Now, for example, our pay period starts on a Sunday. I will work Sunday. We usually have Monday and Tuesday off. Then I will work Wednesday and Thursday. And then at the beginning of the pay period, that first week, I will have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off. That's 6 days off in a row with no overtime. And I'm still getting all them days off in a row. That's no overtime. And I'm not, they're not going to say nothing because I'm not breaking overtime. Now, granted, they don't care, but this is just my regular schedule. You dig? I'll go back to work. Then I will go back to work. This is the second week, that Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So one more time, I'm going to break it down like this one more time. The beginning of the week, The beginning of the pay period will start on Sunday. It will be Sunday I'll work, off Monday, Tuesday, work Wednesday, work Thursday. Then that first week, well, ending that first week, off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, come back to work. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I got my 3 days each weekend. Okay. I could go somewhere because people be like, and I got a whole video on this already, but people be like, well, how do you make your schedule? How do you go on vacation every other week or whatever if I wanted to? This is how you do it. You have your scheduler set your schedule up like this, just like mine, just like mine, because I have my scheduler set up my schedule just like that. 6 days off, and I could go somewhere every other week if I wanted to. No asking, no PTO, no nothing. I can just go. Now, since I've worked at my job, unless I'm on vacation, I've never worked less than 140 hours. Now I've been trying to work out a way to where I can get 120 hours and be gone. But I'm still working out this formula and everything like that so I can still get a lot of overtime and still take off my trips. But I'm working on that formula. And that's a fact. The scheduler is the only person I ain't give my scheduler no Christmas gift, but that's the only person I really care about. And the HR person. You dig? But that's why it's so clutch, because every other weekend off, even though I don't really like doing stuff on the weekends like that no more, because it's just more convenient and cheaper during a weekday. Like, so on my weeks that I got that Monday and Tuesday off, that would be our weekend. That that would be me and my girls' weekend. So like if we want to go to Orlando or something like that, or we gonna want to go to Miami or Vegas for a weekend or something like that, the Monday and Tuesday will be our weekend. It's cheaper. It's not a lot of people there, everybody at work. And then if you can, if you can, if y'all know somebody that's in the flight industry or something like that, just get you a plug. If you can get you a plug and somebody that work for the airline, something like that, you really got it. Now you don't need it, but it's great to have. If you can find you somebody that's plugged into the airline system to where you can get them discounted flights, or somebody that's selling their benefits, what? Boy, you talking about literally having the world as your playground for real? Man, please. Please. Uh and this is why this field for me, if I was, it will be very difficult for me to walk away. It will have to be something very drastic happen. And I'm talking about very drastic happen for me to just say I can't do this no more. Because you get good money, all this autonomy over your schedule. And this is working a full-time staff job. I'm not even talking about picking up a travel assignment or a local travel assignment or something like that. I'm just talking about working a staff job. You feel me? I said I was never gonna go back on staff, but this is why you never say never, because sometimes somebody will make you an offer that you just can't refuse. And I was making an offer that I just could not refuse, especially at that time and what I'm being offered, and it was just too good of a deal to pass up. Now, don't get me wrong; it is 100% a trade-off. CJ, do you take anything for energy? I sleep when I get home. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I work midnights. See, I believe in working smarter, not harder. If I was on day shift, it would be more difficult for me to work like that. But on night shift, it's calm. You don't really got to deal with families like that. Um, it's less med passes. There's only really 2 med passes at night versus 3 on day shift. I truly believe in working smarter, not harder. Now, again, I plan to eventually come back to days, but when I do come back to days, I won't be working as much. I'm working a lot right now because I have a goal. You know what I'm saying? But that the goal is to not work this many hours forever. That's definitely not the goal, but I think you should definitely put your head down and go get to it. No doctors, no administration, right, Lighter, for sure. Yeah, you live. We live right now, for sure. But I sleep. I sleep. I don't got no kids or nothing like that, so I don't have to deal with that when I get home. You know what I'm saying? Like my girl will cook breakfast and everything like that, and then we'll talk, and then I go to bed. So I get my sleep. Um, Unless I'm just having a night I can't sleep. I am gonna start taking some multivitamins though, but just changing. I want to change my diet and all that kind of stuff. But no, this ain't a new office. It's just I just got this set up in my living room right now. Just got it set up in my living room right now. But yeah, my niece is a flight attendant and put me on the list. Woo, Ashley, you on? You on? You on? Fellas, if you gonna date you somebody with some flight benefits. Holla at one of these little flight attendants somewhere. If you gonna holla at somebody, usually the flight attendants they don't be having no kids, and if they do, you know what I'm saying, they be out with their daddy. But they usually don't be having their kids. The flight attendants, I've never seen an out of shape flight attendant, so they require flight attendants to be in decent shape. Um, if I was y'all fellas, the male nurse and the flight attendant might be where it's at. If you trying to date a woman with a job, that might be where it's at, fellas. You a male nurse, you popping, you got your paper, she got her flight benefits. That might be a match made in heaven. So that's what I would do if I was y'all. So you said I know it's cold. Where you at, man? What? What? You say take a trip every month, man. I'm trying to take a trip every week. That's what I'm on. I'm trying to take a trip every week, even if it's a 2-day joint. 2 day, like this is how I want to do it. Like, cause I'm gonna have my monthly like long vacation, like my 7 days for sure. But let's just say if I just went by my normal schedule. Let's just say if I went by my normal schedule, because I told my girl the other night, like, can you imagine us for real having to go to the airport like 2 to 3 times a month? That's what I'm on right now. I'm on that jet setter stuff right now. Like I'm really trying to be out of here for real, for real. So my regular schedule, right? Sunday, I work Sunday, bam, get off, straight to the airport Monday, Tuesday, spend 2 days at my favorite hotel in Orlando, Florida. Bam, come back Wednesday, go to work Thursday, bam, back on the flight Friday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, bam, come back Thursday, work another 1, 2, 3, 4 days, bam, I'm back on another flight Monday, Tuesday. What? Tell me that ain't clutch. Tell me that ain't clutch. That's the type of time I'm trying to be on for real. And it's crazy because it's people that really do travel like that. I've seen people that really do travel like that, and that's the tip I'm on right now. CJ, come live in Florida where it's always sunny. Man, listen, when we was in Orlando, I did not want to go home. I did not want to go home. I love Orlando, Florida. I really do. I know they say the governor down there tripping. I don't care nothing about that. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't care about the government down. I don't care about that about the governor. That don't bother me. Governor not gonna save me one way or another. As long as he ain't affecting the nurse bag, it is what it is, man. How does that get to? How does that get to that point? What do you mean? I don't care about that. But and this is why I be trying to promote the lifestyle so hard. Let's just say imagine you got $30,000 in a bank, right? So now at this point, oh, how do you get by working, saving? Oh, so Florida has no state taxes. Yep. You said how does one get to that point? You talking about in a sense of travel? I have your schedule set up, right? And any hotel hotel suggestions in Florida. Man, listen, in Orlando, we stay at the Homewood Suites Hilton in Orlando, Florida, right by Disney. That was the most comfortable bed I've ever slept in my life. That was the most, it literally felt like I was sleeping on a cloud. And the bed was huge. That was the most comfortable bed I ever slept in my, go to that one. Shout out to all the Hilton Rewards members. And since it's 36 of y'all in here, I might as well share. I'm gonna be dropping a flyer soon because for my birthday, I want to do a 6-day cruise on the Carnival Mardi Gras in September. So if any of y'all interested in going, let me know. Partying with me for my birthday. And in 2025, I'm putting together a luxury vacation trip for the people that's interested. I'm calling it the Hustlers Vacation because it's not going to be some 3-day rinky dink. No. You're going to have you some paper to come on this one. You dig? November 2025. It's going to be a real nice resort. You dig what I'm saying? Um, you said need the merch. Okay, it's coming. My favorite cruise so far. 41 now, dog. Okay. My favorite cruise so far. We done been on 19 cruises, man. So I don't know. It's a lot of little things that I liked about almost each one of them. I had a really good time this last cruise. Um, it was a really good time. It was on a Mardi Gras. It was on the Mardi Gras out of Orlando, Florida. I had a good time. The white party was lit. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to the Traveling Heartbeats YouTube page. If y'all want to see what we did during that cruise, go subscribe to the Traveling Heartbeats YouTube page, and you'll get to see what me and my girl was doing during that cruise. Yeah, make sure y'all go subscribe to that. We trying to get that page up to 2,000. We trying to get it up to 2,000. The Traveling Heartbeats. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to that. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave a link so y'all can go hit that joint. Um, let me see. But let me see. Would you recommend MSC? Absolute. No, I wouldn't. But I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. The private island is great. The private island is great. I love the private island. I love the private island. Why y'all? Let me see. Let me see. So if y'all interested in going on the Carnival Mardi Gras with me for my birthday, I'm gonna show y'all what the ship look like real quick. It's a big ship. It's gonna be 6 days. It's gonna be 6 days. Hold on. I'm just starting off as a CNA and LP, and the company will pay for anything, any tips suggested. I'm gonna get to that in 1 second. I'm gonna get to that in 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. So this is the Carnival Mardi Gras, y'all. That's a big old ship. They got roller coasters and all that kind of stuff. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Let me put it back up. That's the Mardi Gras right there. Big old ship. Big old stupid ship. Let me see. You say I'm starting off CNA, then LPN. The company will pay for everything. Any tips, suggestions? Let them pay. Don't stay at LP. Don't stay at CNA too long. Let them pay for everything if they're gonna pay for it. Go to work. Become dependable. Become an asset. They can always let you go at any time, but be somebody that's hard for them to let go. You know what I'm saying? You want to become an asset. I pick up, I stay. You know what I'm saying? But I do it for me. I don't do it for them. But me doing it for me makes me more of an asset because they know I like to grind, get out of here, come in when other people don't, and then I'm out of here when I'm out of here. And that's we have a good working relationship. We have a good business relationship. Yeah, we do excursions. Um, I'm at a point in my RN program where I can challenge in the LPN exam. Should I? I will be taking an RN NCLEX 3 months later. If I were you, I would know. I would just, I would finish. Why would I? I wouldn't want to take the NCLEX twice if I didn't have to. To me, that's like the only thing about being doing the LPN that I don't regret it, but it's just kind of like, I wish I didn't have to take it twice. But let me see. Yeah, you only got to take it 90 days later. Nah, hecky nah. Finish that RN program and take that test and knock it out. Then you'll be done. You'll never have to take it again. You'll never have to take it again. He said, I'm about to destroy this Kaplan exam. These three little classes for the LPN program. Just quit trucking. That was not it. I feel you, dog. It wasn't for me either. I feel you. It wasn't for me either. I would do. Okay. Do you guys do excursions while cruising? Heck yeah. And trucking was garbage. Did long term. Yeah, I did too. I went on a Carnival Glory last year. Good time with excursions. Yeah, for sure. No, if you're not going to work. He said, did you like the Glory? But yeah, that's the Mardi Gras. Let me show y'all where I want to. Hold on. Hold on. Let me show y'all. I'm going to keep the Mardi Gras right there. But let me show y'all where. I'm going to show y'all some pictures where I want to do my November 2025 cruise. Not cruise, but this one going to be an all inclusive joint. Let me see. Is it done? Yeah, I'm on a 7 day stretch tomorrow. Let me see. Hold on, I want to show y'all this. It's gonna be an all inclusive. I want a clear picture though. It's gonna be an all inclusive joint. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, I know I'm the producer too. Look at that bad boy right there. Look at that bad boy right there. Yes, sir. That's an all inclusive joint. Look at that. Spa room. Look at that room right there. I bet it smell good in there. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. You gonna have to have some paper to come here. You gonna have to have some paper. Let me see. 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 Are you doing anything now to prepare for the RN program? I'm considering going back. I am gonna purchase Read My Review Quick Facts to start preparing for the NCLEX, but besides that, not really. Just get my money up, stacking my paper, getting in better shape. But I am gonna start, low key preparing for the NCLEX. Um, maybe like a couple months, maybe like 3, 4 months from now, I'll start. I'll buy like U World and just answering NCLEX questions so I can get back in a groove of how the NCLEX want to ask you stuff and all that kind of stuff. So I am in my late 30s and work as a CNA. I have decided to go to nursing school. Shout out to Smile for Me. There you go. You think you will hop off the ship for a little and travel to places to Greece, Turkey, Bali for sure. For sure. Would an RN and LPN program suit me? Yeah. Yeah, it would suit you. Um, It just depends on which one you want to do. If you're trying to get some quick money, real quick, go get your LPN. But if you can wait it out a little bit, then go for your RN. It's just really about where you at in your life, and I know I'm talking about that now. How fast did you do your? How fast did you do your prereqs? Uh, well, in LPN school, I did them while I was in the program. I did them while I was in the program. So, and then because I started RN school a couple like a year and a half ago, and I did my prereqs. It took me about a year to do those. So if you want a community college, it'll probably take you a little bit of time. But I was knocking them prereqs out. Yeah, it was my first cruise, so I have nothing to compare it to. It had mini golf and a nice water slide and other stuff too. You say I'm paying your ticket. Um, we will visit those places on the ships. That's the plan. He said, "Yeah, that is definitely beautiful. It is." Okay, so what I missed? We just talking about this. If anybody want to rock for my B day, just passed my RN NCLEX, put my resume up on Indeed. The skilled nursing facilities and assisted living facilities hit me up for some day interviews. Shooting for the hospital though. Then go to the hospital. Go where you want to go. Shout out to Kenny. Congratulations on passing your RN NCLEX. Did someone say all inclusive? Yeah, yeah. And this one, you're gonna have to have a little paper to come here. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm setting it out so far in advance. November 2025. I'm gonna get all the details together. If you want to book and all that kind of stuff. But it's a nice little grip. Look at that. I guess if that's like if you want to get married or something like that. Boy, what? Yes, sir. Now we talking. Good job, Kenny. Get that bread. The world is yours, Kenny, for sure. Stack up some money before you go to school if you can. It's $20 an hour. It's 20 an hour working as a CNA. Is that low or high pay? That's to me, that's pretty good. As a CNA, because CNAs around here getting like 15, 16. Some of them are. $20 an hour as a CNA, that's pretty good. From what I've seen. What state are you in? When do you start school? Um, I'm debating either July or October, but most likely it'll be October. Let me see. Let me see. What's wrong with trucking? Nothing wrong with trucking. It just wasn't for me. It's not for me. Ain't nothing wrong with trucking though. You just finished your first semester LPN school. Shout out to Swin 96A on fun too. Okay, I'm happy for you, Swin. Do you know if Apcot is a decent school? It's a couple girls at my school at my job that's going there right now. They say it's cool. It's a couple girls that work on my job that's going there right now. Yep. I think it depends on what state you are in. I did it because I was debt collecting and wanted a career. And trucking came to mind almost 2 years and it wasn't for me. Yeah. Only reason I went to trucking school is because I thought I had a kid on the way. But it turns out I didn't. It was a lie. But I got a free CDL out the deal. Where is it located? Where's what located? Shout out to Monty. Have you been on Royal Caribbean Freedom of the Seas? No, we haven't been on Freedom of the Seas, but we've been on Royal Caribbean Symphony of the Seas. And now we going on Royal Caribbean Icon of the Seas January 27th. Oh, PA. Okay, yeah. Oh man. And then like you get your LP in the PA, they stay having stuff. Like cause they always got travel assignments. So I'm sure they they paying pretty good for LPNs out there. I have a trip to Carnival. What are your opinion on the ship? What ship? What ship? Thank you again. You're in Pennsylvania. Okay, yeah. We only been on Royal Symphony of the Seas. Okay, I told them that. That's dope. Just started my second semester. Let's see. Where's the all inclusive? Los Cabos. Los Cabos. LeBlanc Spa Resort, Los Cabos, Mexico. $20 an hour is good, but they definitely deserve so much more knowing the work. Yeah. Carnival is the party ship. They gonna turn up. Yep. Graduate October with me, right? August. Shout out to y'all graduating. That's what's up. Okay. I'm on the right track then. I just bought Quick Facts too. Yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, I'm gonna start, looking over Quick Facts. I wish she would come out with an audio version of Quick Facts because I like to listen. Back when I was studying for my LPN, I was I recorded Quick Facts actually, and I would just listen to it. I wish she would come out with an audio version of Quick Facts though, but I'm gonna read though. I'm gonna read 45 an hour. Let me see. LPN, yep. Carnival Royal Caribbean if you had to choose. It depends on what mood I'm in. It depends on what mood I'm in. Carnival, our last Carnival cruise, I wanted to be on a fun ship. Sometimes, I mean, we only been on one Royal ship, so it's kind of not fair to really judge it. But um, Royal is more like a laid back vibe. But I'm sure they can turn up. You do in October, regardless, we're gonna be all right. Yeah, y'all gonna be all right. We're LPN getting kicked out of skilled nurse facilities. Oh, Shauna, we was just talking about that. They trying to propose a bill, not kick them out, but trying to bring med techs into the nursing homes, and that will kind of cut out the hours for LPNs. Can't wait for it. Hey CJ, thanks for all you do. How do you grieve the loss of some patients? Is it hard on you sometimes? Man, it definitely is. I had a patient actually a couple days ago, young guy, 37 years old, and he got lung cancer, and he's very young, and it's just you can see what the cancer is doing to his body, and it's sad because he's such a nice guy, and he hadn't passed or anything like that, but you feel the empathy, and after since my brother passed, I didn't think I could feel pain like that no more, but you feel it. That empathy is still there. So, yep, for sure. I got to stay on this channel to stay motivated for sure. Stay on it. Any new music coming? Um, you know what, man? My homie trying to get me back in the studio to drop some stuff. I just hadn't been in the mood to write and all that kind of stuff. But I appreciate you asking. Do truckers make good money? Yeah, some of the truckers I know make great money. It just wasn't for me. Yeah, please hit that like button. It's 43 in here. Can we get them likes up? I would greatly appreciate it. I would greatly appreciate it. They was talking about that back in like 2012. Yeah, they've been talking about that since forever. They've been talking about that since forever. They've been talking about that since forever. Well, here's what I'll do now because I got about 20 minutes left. Um, if y'all want to ask me a question and y'all want to talk to me, there's the link, but you have to be on camera. You have to be on camera if you interested. So for the last 20 minutes, we'll talk about some random stuff. We'll talk about stuff. Whatever y'all want to talk about. If y'all got questions, if you whatever you want to talk about, we'll talk about it. Um, and if you want to come on, there's the link. You can hit the link right there, but you got to be on camera. You got to be on camera. But we can talk about whatever right now. How do y'all feel about the Cat Williams thing? Do y'all feel like Cat Williams was justified in doing what he did? Exposing. They say this year is going to be the year of exposing. So how do y'all feel about that? It's a lot of stuff going on right now. So I don't know. But I enjoyed thoroughly enjoyed the Cat Williams interview a lot. And man, you say you believe everything he said. Yeah, I don't see why the yeah, man, I'm going for it all this year, bro. I'm gonna take me some acting classes, and this, like I said, this was the best thing about nursing. It give you the freedom to do whatever you want to do, and autonomy. Yeah, I'm gonna do it all. Our people like drama. He was real though. There's nothing new under the sun. He ain't the first person to expose some ish. Probably a controversial opinion, but I don't think anything is wrong with a woman wanting a man that make money, that make good money. Can't be upset when they get with Pookie, but also be upset when they don't. I don't think there's anything wrong with a woman making good money either, or a woman wanting a man making good money either. Okay, we got somebody. Hold on, they on camera. Shout out to my guy. Let's bring him on to the stage. What up, bro?
Hey, how's it going, CJ, man? Thank you for inviting me in.
What's cracking?
Nothing much, man. I asked you a question a couple minutes ago, and I appreciate you answering it. So I just want to reiterate on it. So,
Uh
yeah, I'm at a point in the program, my RN program, where I'm challenged the LPN,
huh.
um, only to take the RN NCLEX about 90 days later. Right now, I'm a CNA in the hospital. As you know, the pay is trash. So I'm thinking, why not just sit down for the LPN and make a little bit more money, help pay my school fees. So by the time NCLEX roll around, I got a little bit more money in my pocket. What do you think?
How long do you have left in the program?
So if I sit for the LPN now, I'll have about 3 months until the NCLEX are in.
Man, you got kids?
You know, sir, I just got a girl just like you.
Heck, you know, man. Finish that RN, bro. Finish that RN, bro.
I'm broke as hell, right?
You only got 90 days left.
Yes, sir. That's
Oh
right.
man, heck, you know, finish that RN. Finish that RN. Because here's my thing. I just feel like, what's the point of taking it twice if you don't have to? You feel me?
Yeah,
He only got 3 months left.
3 months until graduation. So NCLEX will probably take, depending when I get my
He could
ATT number.
he could challenge for the LPN and sit for the LPN boards now, but he would just have to take another test 3 months later after he graduate. I would just say, just go for the just personally, bro. In my opinion, you don't got no kids. It's just you and your girl. Your girl working.
Yeah, she's working full time.
Y'all live together.
Yes, sir.
Y'all struggling on bills.
Well, we're not really struggling, but we can't go out on nice cruises like you can, at the drop of a hat.
Wait, hold on. Say that one more time. Repeat that last part. You said you can't what?
Yeah, we're not struggling, but at the same time, we can't go on nice cruises or vacations at the drop of a hat like you can. You know
Hold
what I
on, man.
mean?
First of all, I had to build up to this. You know what I'm saying? It took
Yes, sir.
me. It took me even being a nurse. It took me 2 or 3 years to be able to build up a formula to where I could do what I'm doing now. And even then, I had to put my head down for a couple. Don't worry about that right now. Don't worry about the trips and stuff right now. Worry about passing that R in NCLEX, bro. I feel like I understand what you're saying. You want to get in the LPN game, but you in the RN program. So one more time, so I'm clear. You only got how long left until you finish the RN program?
So technically 3 months until graduation, but in order to sit for the NCLEX RN, that'll take, depending on the state. I live in Florida. When I get the ATT number to sit, that can take anywhere from 1 to 2 additional months. So graduation will be within 90 days from now.
So do you got like to take an exit exam or something like that in order to get your ATT number?
Yes, sir.
I understand where you're coming from. How old are you?
Just turned 29.
It's not gonna mess it up, but I just just don't understand. I don't see the point of taking two tests if you don't have to.
But he might have to wait 6 months before he get his RE.
And
I mean,
some people are saying also, hey, just take the LPN NCLEX. That'll kind of prepare you for the RN NCLEX, kind of. But
yeah, they say it will. Well, here's my thing. If you don't mind taking it twice, go for it. You know what I'm saying? At the end, go for it. But I'm just not into. If I only could take the NCLEX once, I would have been. I hate that I got to take it again. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
But
sir.
if you really, I mean, at the end of the day, you're gonna make your own decision. But if you really um are focused on that, man,
That's
then
gonna
do
be
it.
fresh in his mind. He gonna know what it look like. He gonna get extra money.
Yeah, but he still got 3 more months left for school. But see, and what's gonna happen? And see, this is what I don't want you to happen. I don't want you to get caught up in that LPN money and be focused on that LPN grind because soon as you start working as an LPN, I don't want your focus to get thrown off of school and not focus on taking an RN NCLEX. That's my only thing.
Absolutely.
That's my I don't want you to like I ain't gonna say get stuck because being an LPN is great, but you start working as an LPN, you start getting you a little paper and stuff like that. All right, bet, cool. 1 week turning to 2 week, 2 week turning to 3 week, 3 week turning to 4 week. Now you got a month, now it's 6 months. You know what I'm saying? That's my only thing. But if you could be disciplined enough, if you could be disciplined enough to do it like that, then go for it. But me personally, I'm not taking no test twice. Personally, I'm going if I were you, and I have to take it because I'm an LPN, obviously. But if I were you, I no, I'm only gonna do it one time. What your girl do for a living?
So she's actually a PhD student. We live out in West Florida, so she's a PhD student at the University in South Florida, and she's
Uh,
also a adjunct professor. So she teaches the undergrad, although she's a PhD student.
oh, that's what's up. How old is she?
She is 34. I'm 29. I just turned
Okay.
20.
Oh, you got you a cradle robber.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ironically, I was way older than her though.
You got you a cradle robber. Okay. Well,
Yes,
shout out
sir.
to your lady.
I
Shout out.
appreciate you.
Boy, go rob me.
Dude, my girl a cradle robber. She older than me too.
There you
So,
go.
uh, so how does she feel about you being a nurse and going to nursing school?
She feels great about it, man. She is a therapist in school to be a therapist. So,
You know me
I'm in
too.
school to be a nurse. So I take care of physical health. She take care of my mental health.
There you go. Do she be
Yeah.
trying to do her little therapy tricks on you and stuff like that?
A little bit, a little bit. But she likes the idea of me, being courageous enough to go back to school. It's kind of hard. She gets a little jelly because, I'm around females all day and I'm a double minority. Only guy, only black guy most of the time. So,
She
some,
gonna have to get over that.
yeah, yeah.
She gonna have to
I know.
get over it quick. Because if
Yeah.
you're gonna be working, she gonna have to get over that quick. Um, is she a sister? You don't have to say, but is she a sister?
She is a sister, but she's from the motherland though.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. That's what's
It's
up.
a
Shout out to all
accent,
my
accent and everything.
African sisters out there. Okay, well, listen, man. And she ain't got no kids.
No sir.
Oh man. Okay, well, hey man, if she's supportive, and I can't knock that. But as far as your decision is, when it comes to taking the test, man, it's just really up to you. It's what you really, really want. It sounds like you want to take that test.
I need the bread. Well, I don't need the bread, but it'd be nice to have a little pocket change. Because right now, paying my school fees every month, I only have enough money for the basic necessities. You know.
I hear you, bro.
Yes sir.
Listen, man, if you can, you grown. If you can do it, and you gonna stay disciplined, what? What?
Is he gonna be an LP at the hospital that he working at now?
Are you trying to go to the hospital?
He at the hospital. He worked as a nurse
Well,
at the hospital.
I got two jobs right now. One is a CNA at a long-term care facility, uh, 11 to 7, and another one is I work as a nurse extern, which is like a student nurse at the hospital. More than likely, I'll be working there when I get my RN, but as far as the LVN, I'll be working at the long-term care facility.
Will they let you come work in the hospital as an LVN?
No, sir. They don't hire LPNs at that particular hospital.
I mean, look, man. Yeah, why not, man? And but I wouldn't. But if you say you need the paper, you know what I'm saying? I get it. You probably tired of working as a CNA. You know what I'm saying? It's backbreaking work. I understand it, bro. Um, so hey, man, I would say more power to you. If that's what you want to do, I don't got no issue with it, man. I'm just happy that you in school and that you about to graduate. You know, you ain't got no kids out here in the streets. Your lady ain't got no kids out here in the streets. Y'all shining right now. You know what I'm saying? Just I appreciate that, man. It's just good to see. Ladies, this is who you need to be trying to cherry pick from. You
And
did?
I just want to say I appreciate you, man. When you get off of work and you go live, I listen to that. So when you get off, I'm getting up in the morning, so I listen to that. I meditate on the word, and you just really motivate me, encourage me. And I love your platform, and I feel like you're encouraging a lot of brothers who look like us to get into this field.
I
And
appreciate it.
I take my hat off to you, man, for sure.
Man, I appreciate it, man. That means a lot.
Yes, sir.
Ladies, I want y'all to pay attention. This is who y'all need to be cherry picking. All my sisters out there, y'all let it, all my American sisters, y'all let a shout out to my Africans, but y'all let a no, I know, but I'm saying y'all let a African lady, a African sister come over here and get this American brother. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better start going to these nursing schools. Y'all better start going to all these little LPN schools and stuff like that. Y'all better start standing out and be buying these brothers lunch and all that kind of stuff. Huh? Y'all better be started going to these nursing schools and picking these brothers out. You feel me? I'm telling you, that's the game right there.
Yes,
Um,
sir. Thank you again, CJ, man. Thank you for all that you do, man, for sure.
no problem, man. I just wanted to ask you. So let me real quick, let me ask you, what has your so you've been in how long has your program been?
So it's a traditional ABN program.
Uh-huh.
Um, they say it's 2 years on paper, but we all know what prereqs is like three and some change.
Right.
So, I started in early 2021. Yeah, and I'll be done in a couple months. So that's how I started. I'm a career changer. I did something completely different before this, and you
What
know,
did you do before this?
believe it or not, man, I was a school teacher. I had a bachelor's degree in education. So
Wow.
I taught high school biology, man, for like 4.5 years. In New York
Wow.
City, moved to Florida. So did that. Pandemic happened, and I saw, people dropping like flies, family members, friends, and that was just my calling. In addition to, all these nurses getting the COVID bag, so that also influenced my choice to get into this field.
Man, from a teacher to a nurse, man, like that's
Exactly.
amazing. Man,
Yeah,
it take a special person to teach some of these badass kids out here because these kids, man, today extremely disrespectful.
let me tell you, man, even to this day, because I work in the inner city as a teacher, I got these students, they grow up, they look at me as their dad. You know what I'm saying?
Man, and see, this is what because sometimes, bro, you probably was their dad in a lot of sense of the word. I mean, they probably didn't have no daddy. They see a brother who educated, you know what I'm saying, stern and everything like that. Shoot, you probably was the closest thing to a dad that they had.
Definitely, definitely. I mean, I love, that realm of education so much, from the youth aspect. I'm even thinking about being a school nurse, CJ. Who knows? Who knows?
Man, you can do what you want to do. You got
Yeah,
that. You gonna have that license. You can do whatever you want to do. At that
this,
point, it don't
this
even matter.
profession, this
I,
profession, you can go up, you can go down, left, right, diagonally. There's so much areas, man, and I love it.
Yeah, man, and there's so much freedom in this, and this is why I be trying to tell cats like, man, at the very least, man, just try to get your LPN because it's just like you have so much freedom and autonomy, especially if you young, you ain't got no kids, and you ain't got no real responsibilities. You keep your bills down to a minimum, save you up your first 10,000, 20,000. You dig what I'm saying? You put that down, let your girl know, like I'm about to be grinding. I'm a licensed nurse. I'm finna be grinding. This ain't finna be easy. It's one thing when you're not in school, when you're not in the work field and you just in school and you talking. But once that it's time to get that bag, it's gonna be a couple nights like, hey, look, or I'm this is what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? So Man, I appreciate everything that you do. And you said you want to be a school nurse. Is that where your ultimate goal was?
Thought about being a school nurse because I like to be around the kids. I realize as I get older, I have a real positive influence on them, especially kids who look like us. But that's an option. For the most part, I'm just sticking to my guns. And, you know, I just got word last week that the hospital I work at as a nurse extern, a student nurse, they, offered me a position once I pass the NCLEX RN. So I might just stick to my guns and do that. But, once you get, your license, whether that be LPN or RN, the world is your oyster, you know.
For sure. And we need more people like you that like kids. Me, I don't like kids. Um, Kids irritate me. So we need people, especially like men and strong black men that
Yeah,
actually do like kids. Don't get me wrong, like I don't hate kids, but I just prefer not to be around them. So and it's crazy because kids love me. But regardless, man, we need brothers like that. You didn't make no excuses. You didn't talk about nobody holding you back. You are double degree. You finna be double degree. You finna be, you a teacher. You can always fall back on that. You can always fall back on nursing. Man, it's just a good look. Ladies, pay attention.
definitely,
This
man.
is who y'all need to be choosing on right now.
Definitely, definitely.
You dig
So
what I'm
either
saying?
that, school nurse, going to the house, staying at the hospital, I work at the ICU floor, or even going back to the fucking military, man. Like I said, the world's your oyster when you get that license. You can go
Wait a minute, you was
anywhere.
in the military too?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Well, first of all, let me thank you for serving the country. I appreciate it. You know what I'm
Appreciate it.
saying? That's a beautiful look. What branch?
Army.
Man, Army brother, teacher, love the kids. Boy, you gonna have so many girls trying to get you, trying to have your kids. Boy, your African lady better watch out. Your, your lady better watch out. Boy, they ovaries gonna be hot and ready trying to have your babies, bro. She better be careful and she gotta watch out. She better know what's coming. All right, but you'll be all right, man. But anything else you want to know?
Yes, sir. I just want to give you your flowers, man, and say thank you for what you're doing. I love how fast the channel is growing, and you motivate me in ways you couldn't even imagine, man.
Well, man, I get it from y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. And like I said, if you need me or anything like that, always hit me up, bro. You can hit me up on my email or my IG messenger or anything like that, man. So if you ever need me, I'm here.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Shout out to that brother, man. I enjoy hearing stories like that, man. Dude is a army guy, a teacher, like kids, no kids. You dig what I'm saying? Now I ain't finna be a nurse. I mean, what more can you ask for? That's a and that's he a brother. That's with a sister. So they can't tell me what ain't out here, man, what ain't popping. So um that was refreshing, man. That was refreshing. I'm glad for that call that did something for me, man. Shout out to Lucas. I'm taking my final class before I can apply to my LPN program. Shout out to our brother Lucas. Man, Lucas gonna get it. Lucas, another writer that's been out here doing it. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to Ashley. We got some great FBA. Shout out to the FBAs out there. We got some great FBA brothers out there. Let me go back up. 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 That was great. No, honestly, after getting my LPN, I'll be unmotivated knowing I got to take that test again. The brother sound like his mind's made up, man. If he say he can do it, I believe him. I believe him. I just personally wouldn't do it, but and if that brother want to do that, let him do it. Um, Let me see. Okay. 107K last year in 2023, killing it out here. That's what's up. Shout out to Mr. Deshaun. Wait, I thought if you had a batch, yo, I was gonna mention that to the brother. But he finna graduate now, so probably. But there are programs where if you already have a bachelor degree, shout out to Swin for bringing this up. If you have a bachelor's degree, you can get your RN in a year or like 15 months or something like that. You get your BSN. Yep, we got that out here. Yeah, we got that out here. But regardless, how you get there is how you get there. That took a transition and got his nursing BSN. Yep. I know out here, Oakland University do that. If you got your BSN. Yeah. Let's see. We need 1 million black nurses, 1 million black tech workers, and we need 1 million black brothers and sisters to get into skilled trades. It needs to be on the low though, because they be watching. We need all that. It's crazy. Some states you don't need no prereqs to get into the LPN program. In Cali, where I'm at, you need 6. That's why I heard it's rough to get it. I heard Cali one of the roughest states to become a nurse in. I heard it's very rough in Cali to become a nurse. Definitely. In my area, they make it hard for LPNs to bridge. Really, where you from? Where you from, TTs? Well, that's why I need to move. This man is a walking W for sure. Perfect resume. Um, Prereqs allow you to go straight into the RN program, which is dumb. You have to do them for the LPN program. Changing the world one nurse at a time. We appreciate it, bro, man. I appreciate y'all. Give honor to God. I'm taking my final class before I can apply to the LPN program. Last class is physiology. Let me see. Pediatric home health is my side hustle. Easy extra bag on the side. Man, what? You going to the kids' houses? God bless you. God bless you. Definitely not many people like him. He is a rare breed cut from a different cloth. I think it is a lot of people like him. They just don't show themselves because it's a lot of haters out there. It's a lot of haters out there that be hating on brothers that got they stuff together like that. And a lot of them just don't want to deal with the mess because they don't have to. You did, but I do think it's a lot of brothers out there like that. I heard the board of nursing wants BSN graduates because they get more money paid to them hospitals and accredited programs. They make it harder to get accredited for the ADN and LPN program. Yeah, that's probably true. I came to check it out, CJ. All right. Yes, already late. If your science classes are too old, you will have to take them over. Fast track. I was in the army too. Shout out to Mr. Deshaun. Did 2 years in law enforcement and got out before going to nursing school. LPN has been a game changer for me. Well, I appreciate your service. Shout out to Mr. Deshaun. Shout out to all the army people, all the military. Appreciate what you do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me see. Because Cali know what kind of bag you will be able to make. Yes. Yes, they making it strict, but you in a nursing shortage though. You need people. Cali, New York, but I think that's because of the union things. Cleveland, Florida, Mr. Deshaun. What's your main job if you don't mind me asking? Okay, I thought you said Cali. They gave hell in Cali to get into the LVN RN program. Man, I will go out there to work. I will go out there to work for sure. I miss my Kaiser job. My main job is with the Department of Veteran Affairs. Okay. That's all I hear about nurses in Cali, Kaiser, and that are college nursing. Okay, Kaiser Union Cali is where it's at. Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, I've greatly enjoyed chopping it up with y'all. I was making $26 in 2016 as an LPN. My LPN school only needs basic anatomy, writing, and inquiry and lifespan development, plus a Kaplan or T score. Too easy. There you go. Go get it. But ladies and gentlemen, I greatly appreciate y'all joining me on this show today. It was a phenomenal broadcast. I'm about to get ready to watch TV with my lady and eat some wonderful chicken. Um, so it's been great. It has been great. If you have any questions, make sure you email me at cjkyles90@gmail.com. I will be starting the Patreon pretty soon. I'm working on how I can get the website and the merch and stuff linked up. That's something I'll be working on this week. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate all the people who donated through the super chat. Um, it's all love. I love doing this, and I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute. Peace. God first.